Hey, this is Valerie McDowell, your writer, editor, author, book coach, and consultant. Welcome to another episode of Write It Out Wednesday. It is the first Wednesday in October. It's October 6th. So I hope you've had an amazing day. So Wednesday is the day that we come to put you back at the top of your writing list. We know lots of things can happen, between Sunday and the weekend. So right here, smack in the middle, we want to put you back at the top of your list. And so for those that don't know me, I am a writer, an editor, author, publisher, book coach, all kinds of things. When it comes to books, I think I've pretty much done it all at this point. But, I help writing and time challenge clients, get their stories told and their books published. And since 2019, I've helped about 25 authors go from idea to published, and many of them in just a few months. So if you have a book that you want to get going, we have a challenge that's going on right now, a campaign called 90 Days to Goal, in which between now and the end of the year, we're at day 87, I think, that we want to help you get your books done, okay? That you don't have to put it off any longer. You don't have to keep trying to, come up with, oh my God, I don't know, I really want to do it. Let's just get started, okay? I'll put a link down below. You can sign up. And you can, we can have a conversation. We can see, where are you? What's going on? So that we can get you moving. Stuck is not a place you have to be. You don't have to be overwhelmed. It doesn't have to be hard. I'm a firm believer. My coach taught me, if you do things with ease and grace, you let go of all the stress that comes with doing anything, really, because it doesn't have to be that way. That we live in a world that wants to keep a lot of noise and energy in a negative way. But it's a choice. What choice are you making with regard to even moving your book forward? And so again, we are doing a 90 Days to Go campaign right now. So we're at day 87. We're in to get to the end of the year. If you have a book you want to get started, and we put some other goals on there too. And we're, for whoever gets to goal, by the end of the year, if you're able to finish your book, if you join the challenge, you can put your email and your name down below, then we will have a special gift just for you. It could be a cover design, it could be a landing page so you can advertise your new book. But it will definitely be something that you can use. I believe in giving you value for what you need and making sure that you have the things you need. So again, we are in a campaign called 90 Days to Goal, in which you just have to sign up, put your name in it, your email. We'll post some more ways for you to join us. But one of the things, we have 4 kind of categories that we want to kind of encompass because, we know that your life is not just writing, but it encompasses many things. But the first thing on that list for 90 Days to Go is being able to write a chapter a week. Can you write a chapter a week? I have, for those who come to my course or work with me one-on-one, I give you multiple ways that you can get your book written. So being able to write a chapter in a week is something that you can do. Also a personal goal. What is your personal goal? We're in the last quarter of the year. Maybe getting organized is one of your goals. Maybe there's stuff everywhere and you're like, you know what? I need to get rid of some stuff. We are in year 2 of the pandemic. It's some stuff. It's some boxes. You got some boxes you need to get rid of, give back so they can be recycled, or do something that will help you personally. And then relationship is number 3. Do you have some relationship goals that you would like to solidify by the end of the year? Whether it's starting a new one, ending some, renewing one, or whatever it is, connecting with someone you haven't talked to or seen. We know that with the holidays coming, it's like people still aren't sure, with the mask and mandates, and it's a lot going on. But there may be some people that you need to connect to. Maybe it's on phone or it's on video like this. Hey, you can still see them and see them smiling at you. And then the 4th goal is a reach goal. And a reach goal is something that you really have to reach out for. Like, it's not something that comes easy to you. You might have to sacrifice something. You might have to sacrifice a little bit of time, and the thing is, anything that's worth doing, worth having, is always going to require some kind of sacrifice or really an exchange. In order for me to have this, I need to not do this anymore. Or, when you're writing your book, maybe you can't binge watch every day some show when you can maybe spend 2 hours a night or an hour, writing your book. And, that way you'll see it getting done because I give you templates. I give you ways for you to see your book actually coming together. And so those are our 4 goals with regard to 90 days to go. The first one, of course, being our writing goal. Let's write a chapter a week. Okay, let's write a chapter a week. Number 2, personal goal. What do you need to do for yourself personally that will help move you forward by the end of this year? Number 3, a relationship goal. Is there one you need to reestablish and connect, see, visit, something? What do you need to do? You need to spend more time with your kids, your grandkids. Do you need to, you're spending too much time, you need to give them a break. What is it that you need to do to make the relationships in your life better? Do you have some girlfriends or some guy friends or, family members, neighbors even, that you just maybe need to take 5 minutes and just have a conversation, or drop something off. We're not really connecting it in people's houses like we used to, but maybe a nice little gift, before the holidays kick in. So it can just be like, thinking of you, and then our 4th goal was a reach goal. This is a goal where you are having to extend yourself further, getting out of your comfort zone, doing something you didn't think you would do. One of my colleagues who I work with, she gave me a reach goal. So I have to take all the emails that those of you who are on my contact list that, that we write the emails and send them out to you, that it's like, okay, so let's do some things with those emails. It's like, because in anything in life, for those people who recycle and do a lot of things, that there are a lot of opportunities for you to reuse things. Like you don't have to throw clothes away if someone else can use them. You don't have to throw food away if someone else can use it, and of course we're talking good things, not just stuff you want to trash. But that's the same with anything. Most things are reusable. Most things can be repurposed in a new way. I love HGTV shows. I love the shows, especially where they repurpose things or they reuse something or make something brand new. Transformation is the name of the game. And actually, that's why we're here tonight at Write It Out Wednesday. One of the things I want to talk to you tonight about is that you have to have a plan. As we even try to hit 90 days to go, you got to have a plan. That book is not going to write itself. And so I have 5 points, okay? 5 points for you tonight on why you have to have a plan, because the book is not going to write itself, okay? So number 1, we talk about this a lot in my courses. We talk about it a lot with one-on-one, but knowing why you want to write a book is key, okay? What do you value? Why is now the time? What are some ways, you need to know your why, because sometimes the reason we don't get finished is because we don't know why we're doing it. A lot of times parents may ask their kids, like, why are you hanging out with that kid? Why are you choosing this? Why aren't you doing your homework? What is your why? It's like when you know your why, like, why do you want to travel? Why do you want to read? Why do you want to be a published author? When you know why, is it a sense of accomplishment? Is it because you told yourself you were going to do this years ago and you never did? Is it for legacy purposes? Like, what is your why? So knowing your why will help move you forward, because then you can always have that in front of you. Like, this is why I'm writing. It's like someone who's maybe, getting fit, getting in shape, changing their diet. Their why might be so I could live longer, so I could be healthy, so I can fit my clothes better. So those are whys as to maybe losing weight or getting fit, but you'd also need a why for writing your book. Why are you doing this? Number 2, there's got to be a deadline. Okay. Some people only activate when there's a deadline. And, it's like, it's okay. It's not always the best way to work, especially if you don't like stress and anxiety. We just said at the top about ease and grace. So, but just in general, you need a deadline in order to finish your book. Hey, Rocio, good to see you. So you need a deadline. What's your deadline, Rocio? We are in 90 days to go. Did you sign up? I think you may have signed up. It's like, we want to get your book done by the end of the year. So let's, we were talking about some ways that we can make that goal. And I'll just throw the number 1 for you as it applies, because it's about writing a chapter a week. Hey, write a chapter a week. Okay. So we are talking tonight about how you have to have a plan. Okay. The book is not going to write itself. You see me? It's not going to write itself. Okay. All right. So number one was your why. Okay. You have to know why you're writing the book. When you know why, when you know the purpose of a thing, then you can hit that target. Okay. Number two, you got to have a deadline. And as I was saying when you came on, when there is no deadline, when, it's like, when are you going to finish your book? I should finish it in the next 6 to 9. Yeah, we're not saying any of that, because 6 to 9 months can turn into 6 to 9 years. I mean, I've had people come in my webinars, and when I ask the question, always, you're going to finish it by the end of the year. I will be holding you accountable, my dear. All right. You're on my list. You are finishing your book by 12/31. We are at 87 days to go now in our 90 Days to Go challenge. So you are finishing. Rocio, y'all hear that? Rocio is going to finish her book. And so because she put a deadline on it. That's what we're talking about. She just put a deadline on it. And so because of that, it's going to, be before her. You need to put that date, circle that date. It's like if you were going on a trip and you're counting down the days, or when kids finally went back to school or whatever it is, it's like you circle that date. So I want you to circle that date, circle that date, and make arrows and stars all around it, and cross off every day you get before there. Okay. Because you want to know, you want to cross off all the days, cross off today, at the end of the day, cross tomorrow. As you go through that day, what are you doing to get to your goal? Because the thing is, if you're not doing anything to reach your goal, you're not going to reach it. Okay. It's just plain and simple. So what is the consequence of you not hitting your deadline? Am I coming through the video to get you? What is the consequence? Put a consequence. Like, you have to pay me $100 if you don't reach your goal. What about that? Or, make a deal with your family that you have to buy dinner for your husband or your kids or someone. Like, what is the consequence? Like, you have to, you got to make up everyone's bed, or you have to write twice. I mean, what is it? It has to be something that's going to hurt you, that you don't want to do. Let it be a consequence that you don't want. Like, you got to do something that you don't normally want to do. That will be your consequence. Okay. So that was number two. Number three, when you have a plan, it starts with an intention. How do you plan on doing your writing? Okay. So asking yourself, what time have you blocked off to write? Is there a particular day? Is it Thursday at 6? Is it Saturday at 2? What time? Can you tell me? Put in the chat if you know what time you write every week or every day. Is there a set time? When you don't have a set time, it doesn't get done. I'm telling you, it won't get done. Why did I have a book sitting on my shelf? All the pages, I had done the stories. I just didn't do it together. 8 years? No, there's no reason for that. That's crazy. I was crazy back then. It's like, girl, get that book done. You need some consequences. You need an intention. You need to know, I am writing today. Cut off your phone. Don't look at social media. I think the best thing that happened to some people, even though they were freaking out, is when Facebook and Instagram and all that went offline for maybe 6 to 8 hours the other day. So it's like, right. You have time. You don't have to scroll. No more cat videos, whatever it is you're watching. No more dance videos, TikTok, whatever. It's like, right. Set an intention for when you're going to do what you do, and don't let anything block it. Make it like it's a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment or your sleep. Like, make it that important so that you get it done. Okay. That was number 3. Number 4, who is your team? Okay. We cannot do life alone, nor can we write a book by ourselves. You need help. That's why you got a book coach. But I need people to help me help you. And you need people to help you help you. Okay. So who's in your corner? Who's on your team? Do you have anyone who are test readers for you? I mean, I know when you come on the coaching calls, when you come into our Q&As, that you bring your questions. But it's like, do you have anyone else in your life that you can say, hey, can you read this for a second, see what it sounds like to you? Because we want our words, we want our story to be relatable. We want them to get it. Okay, so sometimes you need some test or beta readers, okay? Other people that can be in your corner with your book. You need testimonials. Go ahead and get them done. Start asking now. People take a long time to give you stuff. Go ahead and ask them for a testimonial. It's only 2 or 3 sentences. They can talk that, record it, call it a day, okay? Tell them, hey, I need you to give me a testimonial. It's like, and record them on your phone and then just email it to you and it's done. but it has to be related to you writing a book, okay? Like your victory in writing, your story, the transformation you're bringing about, whatever it is. But we can talk about that later. But start getting those testimonials. Start writing your bio. You need a bio? Let's get that started. You need headshots. You want to be on the cover of your book or you want to be on the back of your book? Then go ahead and get started. Get the pictures done. Go ahead and pose. Do what you got to do. I just had some wonderful pictures taken. I'll be posting some more of them as we go along. But it's like, go ahead and get some professional photography done. Or somebody that's got a great iPhone or Android, let them take some great shots of you. Go in the park, go against a brick wall or, make it look nice. You might have a spot in your house. You might have an accent wall. Whatever it is, go ahead and get the pictures done. And make sure you get a nice headshot, so that this part looks really good. So that when you're on the back of that cover, you're like, you're looking beautiful, okay? Because we want you to look good. When I'm clicking on that, when I'm moving stuff around and I'm checking out that cover before I send it to you, I was like, I want it to look good. Okay, so send me some good stuff. Or else I'm searching the interwebs for a picture of you. All right, we don't want to do that. And then that was 4. So number 5, inspiration. What can you put around you that will inspire you to keep going? What can you put around you that will inspire you to keep going? Is it a picture of your kids, your grandkids, a vacation you had, an outfit you want to wear to your book launch? I mean, go ahead and plan it. Whether it's live or in virtual, go ahead and start planning that. Is it something you want to do in your house? Like, what inspires you? Do you need to look at something beautiful? Is it music? Do you need good music in the background so you can write? Does it put you in the mood? Does it, what do you need to do? Do you need to meditate first? Do you need to get quiet so that all the noise goes away and you can finally hear what's in your head? What is your inspiration? It's like art inspires me, travel, walking down the street inspires me. It was like I was looking at the bug crawling all in. I was like, they're just so fastidious in what they do. Look how, they're just determined. May we be that determined. I mean, the sidewalk is not high to us, but to a bug, that's like 1,000 feet. But they make it, perseverance, intention, okay? Inspiration. And then they get help. Sometimes they got other little bugs pushing them up. So what do you need in your corner? Do you have a team? So I've been talking tonight. I'm Valerie McDowell, your writer, editor, book coach, accelerator. And we've been talking about how you have to have a plan to get your book written. Because what do we say? That book is not going to write itself. And so we've been talking about 5 ways for you to have a plan. And the first one is knowing your why. Okay. The first one is knowing your why. The second one, you have to have a deadline. You have to have a deadline. Yes. Thank you for the love. Please share the video for those who haven't been able to see it tonight. Share it with them. Give me some love. Let some other people see it because I know they're trying to write a book too. So number 1, your why. Number 2, you need a deadline and some consequences. Okay. Number 3, what is your intention? What is the reason that you are writing the book? Have you set aside a schedule? Have you locked the time and dates in so that you are consistent? Just like you would go to the gym or you would go to work or you would go to church. Put it on your schedule so this is what I'm doing during these hours, and block off any calls and posts and everything that can come up, while you're doing that. Okay. So number 4, who is in your corner? Who's your team? All right. Your team, your tribe, your group, your collection, whoever, your family, whoever it is, the people that support you. Make sure you engage them in this process because they could read something for you. They can help you take a picture, a really nice picture of yourself, like all the things that you need. There's some great people in your life who you've made a difference in theirs. Go ahead and get a testimonial now from them. Get some stuff done ahead of time so it's not this big crunch at the end. There are many things that you can do prior to finishing your book. So if this is a week where you're like, I want to focus on something else on my book, then do that instead and then get back to writing. Always get back to writing, okay? And then number 5, inspiration. What inspires you to do what you do? What do you love about your book? What's the story? How do you see others? Like start envisioning the reaction of the people when they see your book. Not only are they going to be proud of you, you're going to be proud of you. You're going to be able to pat yourself on the back, okay? Because this is what you want to do. This is legacy. This is, accomplishment. This is checking off your bucket list. Like, I want to be a published author. Do you know that of all the people who say they want to write a book, only 3% do? Just 3%. Say you had 100 people, 97 people don't finish. Only 3% get it done. All right. So be part of that group. All right. Be part of that group. Okay. And so that's what I had for you tonight. You got to have a plan. I gave you 5 points, and then jumping back, because we are in our challenge for 90 days to goal. We are already in a couple days in till the end of the year. It's like write a chapter a week. Do something for yourself personally. How's that relationships going? How are the relationships in your life going? What do you need to do, before we hit the end of the year? What is your reach goal? So we had 4 goals on the 90 days to goal, but the first one, of course, was your writing goal. So we had writing, personal, relationship, and a reach goal. And then with your writing, we had 5 ways for you to have a plan to get your book done by the end of the year. All right. So until I see you again, let's kick it. All right. Let's get to writing, because you want to finish. All right. If you need some help, reach out. For those people who are in my community, I'll see you this weekend. We meet, we have a great time. It's just one of the highlights of my week to just connect and see the faces of people and help them move forward in their books. It's like, they become part of your family. Like, these are the people that you see sometimes more often than people you in your family. And so being able to connect and help people reach their goals, I think that that's one of the best parts, that I help you get to your goals. Okay. Because not only do I help you get there, but I can hold it in my hand, to physically hold something that was just in your head when we met maybe only a few months ago, and to actually have a finished book in your hand. All right. So I know, like, this is the anniversary month for one of my clients, DeAndre in Texas. So shout out. It's a 1-year anniversary for your book coming up. So for all the people who are out there, you want to write a book, I'll put a link down below in case you want to connect with me. We can go ahead and set up a call, and let's get you to publish. Okay. Let's get you published. We can get started this year. We got time. All right. We can get you done. All right. Focus. Once we get your why, your plan, we get your 5-point plan in place, we can get you to publish. All right. So I'm Valerie McDowell. Until I see you, we meet on the first and third Wednesdays here at 7 p.m. on the Book Coach Accelerator. I come on randomly throughout the week, throughout the day even, so you can catch me many times. But like I said, I will put a link down below. If you want to join the challenge, then go ahead and put your email down or put your name down, and we'll reach out to you. We'll also have a post that you can just connect there yourself. Hey, B Sweets, good to see you, darling. I'm wrapping up here, but you can listen to the replay. But we have been talking about how that book is not going to write itself. And I know you know that because you've been writing. So I've got some stuff I'm working on with you even, or for you, and I'll be sending it to you maybe tonight. But in the meantime, ladies, have a great time tonight. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next time. All right. Have a great evening.